Right.
My name is Ashley Campos, and I suffer from a chronic pain condition known as Amplified Musculoskeletal Pain Syndrome, or AMPS. AMPS is a medical condition in which an individual develops an abnormal pain reflex. The overactive reflex causes constriction of blood vessels, which deprives oxygen to muscles, bones, and skin, causing lactic acid buildup. As a result, a mild pain signal is then amplified into a very painful one. Hundreds of people not only suffer from the pain this condition comes with, but from being bullied by their peers since they do not believe their chronic pain condition is real. The reason for this is because many come with no visual exterior evidence for people to see, such as bruises or cuts or broken bones. Instead, people claim that we are liars or crazy because there is no such thing as the condition we have. Today, I stand in front of you to not only tell you that chronic pain conditions are real, but share my experience as someone who suffers from such an awful condition. The past 2 years of my life were years I will never forget. They included hundreds of doctor's appointments and therapy trips, x-rays, MRIs, blood tests, and more. But what there was the most of was the dreadful crying nights. For 2 years, I laid on my couch at night, sobbing in excruciating pain, screaming because I could not handle the feeling of my own shirt touching my lower back. Every day it was the same fight that I had to put up with. Waking up in the morning, struggling to get out of bed and get ready to go to school, followed by putting on an act at school so all of my friends would not know how I was really feeling. Then pushing through to finish my homework and eventually breaking down when I realized my pain was too much for me to handle anymore. So I would lay on the couch with my parents sitting next to me, watching me scream in pain, not knowing how to help, and my sister, terrified, not completely understanding what was going on at the time. With that being said, there was nothing for them to do. There was no medicine for them to give me to fix my problem, and it was not something that just some ice and a rest would fix. Today, I would like to share a specific experience that will stick with me forever to help all of you have a better understanding of my experiences. In August of 2017, I began to reach the worst of my pain, and it will forever be the most scariest portion of my pain. One night after dinner, I began to feel weak and knew one of my flare-ups of pain was on its way. However, something about this one was different. I was having the normal muscle spasms in my back, but now my legs were beginning to feel weak. Before I knew it, a wall of pain was being put up within my body and taking over all of my bodily functions. I remember screaming for my mom because my feet felt like there were a trillion needles in them, and my legs felt like there were rocks weighing them down. I remember my mom calling for my dad to come urgently because I was no longer able to hold myself up. Screaming and crying, my pain only grew worse and spread further throughout my body. Now it was taking over my arms and hands. My arms became numb and I could no longer close my hands. It was like they were stuck in cement. Terrified, my mom and dad did not know what to do. The little girl they once knew running up and down the basketball court and hitting softballs could now not even stand on her own. This traumatizing event of mine will stay with me forever and will be one of the many reasons I love and appreciate my family and those closest to me. If it was not for them, I would not have been able to make it through the many times I reached such intense levels of pain. In addition to that, I am proud to say that after intense physical therapy sessions almost every day of the week, my therapist and I have worked to improve my pain and get me back to the way I used to be. For a year now, I've been attending Children's Specialized Hospital in Mountainside for intense physical therapy to treat this condition of mine. And with the help of my incredible therapists, who have become more like friends to me, I'm happy to say I'm able to do activities I thought I was never going to be able to do again. So I stand here tonight with intentions to help spread the awareness of horrible conditions like this. With the help of all of you, we can work together to raise awareness, that way people feel less alone when suffering from this, and feel as though there are people who actually have an understanding towards what they are going through. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone here for giving me the opportunity to speak in front of you tonight, especially our committee members who worked with me to make this night possible. It truly means the world to me. Thank you.
All right. Next thing is the Fall Festival, car show, 5K run, and fun rides. Sunday, September 30th, rain date, October 14th. 5K and fun run benefit veterans, and that begins at 9 a.m. and the festival begins at 11. So I hope to see everybody out there. It gets crowded. Hopefully we're supposed to have a good day from what they say now. No rain, hopefully. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of booths, and you get to see everything, a lot of things in town. All right. Before the public comment, we're going to take a short break because we have to discuss something in executive session. Which one? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got more. I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. Oh, the the town extends its condolences to Sergeant Angelo Bonavicola and his family on the passing of his father, Franco. All right, Wednesday, October 17th, 12:30 to 2, and Tuesday, October 30th, 6 to 7:30 p.m. Chisholm Center. No fee for vaccines for residents. Bring the vaccine for the flu. All right. Bring your new Medicaid card and wear short sleeves. All right. So that's 12:30 to 2, October 17th, and then October 30th will be 6 to 7:30. All right. Now we have executives. All right. You have to read
Resolution. Resolution 925-18A, whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will, during this meeting, enter into discussion of the following matters: contract negotiations, Springfield Center Urban Renewal Corp. and SPD Sale LLC. Whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now, therefore, be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when the reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exist.
I'll make a motion to go into executive session resolution 92518A as read by Madam Clerk.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, we'll be back hopefully in about 15 minutes. I know you don't want to stay around.
Yeah, everybody who's going to see Ashley.
Really. Okay. Public comment on agenda items only. Any comment on anything on the agenda?
She-
Seeing none. Okay. Seeing none, that's it, okay. Reports.
I'd like to make a motion to approve payroll and vouchers for the period from September 12, 2018 to September 25, 2018 in the amount of $8,188,471.10.
I second.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor DuBois?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes. Minutes and reports on Township Committee. We did that last night. All right, any new business? Okay. Ordinances, none? All right, resolutions. As I go through them, you can ask me if you want to out. 2018, 243, 244, 245, 246, 247, 248.
I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
The non-union drivers, who are they referring to? Who is the resolution, those drivers, who are they referring to?
What?
The non-union drivers.
248.
Oh, 248, that is the bus drivers and the jitney drivers.
Yeah, because they're just part-time, they're 20 hours a week, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I just,
It's okay?
yep.
Good, no, you said good. 249, 250, 251, 252, 253, and 254.
I'm going to pull that.
Okay,
54?
Yes.
all right. Can I have a motion?
Sure, I would like to make a motion to approve resolutions 2018-243 to 2018-253.
I second.
All in favor?
No.
Oh, wait a minute, do I have to roll call?
Roll call. Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor DuBois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
Yes.
Mayor Huber?
Yes. Can you read that resolution?
Okay,
254?
Resolution 2018-254. This resolution is for approval to submit a grant application and execute a grant contract with the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the improvements of Salter Street.
I'm just going to abstain on that, Mayor Huber.
Okay.
That's why I
Yeah,
pulled it.
well, that's okay. Can I have a motion?
Sure, I make a motion to approve resolution 2018-254 for approval to submit a grant application and execute a grant contract with the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the improvements of Salter Street.
I second.
Okay. Committeeman Kapidis?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor DuBois?
Yes.
Committeewoman Stampoulis?
I abstain.
Mayor Huber?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Discussion and action. Approve the cancellation of workshop meetings scheduled for Monday, October 22nd. That's candidates night here.
I move to approve the cancellation of the workshop meeting scheduled for Monday, October 22nd because of candidates forum nights.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I
Abstain?
will notice that in the paper.
Okay. Yes.
Are we rescheduling it, or are we just
No,
canceling?
canceling.
Okay, so no workshop for the
No.
month of October.
I asked for this to be on discussion of the Mayor's Council, Rollway River Watershed Flood Control Commission. I'm going to a meeting in October. The Army Corps of Engineers, we had, all the mayors got together and we had discussed what we thought would help everyone out, Cranford, us, so, you know, and the Army of Engineers were not, approved it 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And now they just took it back. They said no. The administration in Washington said no, they will not fund it. So we're meeting again to try and push the issue. I just want people to know we're not just sitting here idle. We are fighting for you. All right, correspondence, anything? Unfinished business. Public comment on any government issue. Anybody have anything? All right. Executive meeting. We're going back to an executive meeting. Okay. We have another executive meeting. We
won't be taking action.
No action.
Afterwards.
No action. So
This is Resolution 92518D. Whereas Article 6 of the Open Public Meetings Act provides that a public body may hold a closed session, and whereas the Township Committee will, during this meeting, enter into discussion of the following matters: contract negotiations, cell tower. Whereas the matters to be discussed in closed session are to remain in the strictest of confidence by all Township Committee members in furtherance of their fiduciary duties to the Township. Now, therefore, be it resolved, matters discussed at this meeting will be released to the public when the reasons for discussing and acting upon them in closed session no longer exist.
I make a motion to go into executive meeting for Resolution 9.2518 as read by Madam Clerk.
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Before we leave, I'd just like to say congratulations to Maria's son. I don't even know his name. What's his name?
John.
John, who got a badge. He's up in a military school, I presume.
Valley Forge.
Valley Forge, and he got a badge that he earned, and he got it on top of a lot of other kids that were bigger than him and older than him. But congratulations to him. Now he's sick, so we had to take care of him. All right. Thank you, and we will see you.